main thing. We've got a few stragglers up there. I just wanted to quickly talk to you about this fantastic. We have a new sponsor being launched next month, which is the Business Growth Centre, and they have secured 20 places for Uniting Bookkeepers and any other bookkeeper and/or small business person who would like to take up this once in a lifetime. It's an amazing offer. Do you know how when you get government funding, sometimes as a sole trader, because you don't get wages, you can't get the funding, and so sometimes these programs are like $4,000, $5,000. Well, the Growth Centre has actually got permission to give out 20 places for the certificate for in small business management, and let's go through that. And the course description is amazing. The qualification focuses on the role of individuals who will use and develop skills and a varied knowledge base in a wide variety of small business contexts. Basically, their idea is this. Bookkeepers are bookkeepers, you do all that, but they sometimes lack the small business knowledge of how to run a small business and how to work with small businesses. So if you do an MYP course, if you do your certified qualifications as a bookkeeper, but you really can only do maybe one or two industries. So this is another qualification that you might be interested in as well. Okay, so in the handout, I just want to go through it briefly. There's all the information in there, but what I want to get to is this. It's only one, they've tailor-made it for bookkeepers. It's only one day of training per month. And there's nothing in July, and there's 2 in September, October, November, December. But even still, for a certificate for small business management, to only have to do a day or 2 training a day, it's $98 per training day. That's all it's going to cost you. And so it's about a $3,500 course. I'm not very good at running these things, so that's why they're easier. So, the eligibility for the participation. Business owners, directors, shareholders, sole traders, partnerships are all welcome. Where it says wage, she means it's drawings as well. So if you're a sole trader, you're taking drawings. So wage and drawings to them are the same. I tried to have them give them an explanation about the difference, but anyway, you can't do that. Be an Australian citizen and be a resident of New South Wales. Okay, the course costs usually retail $2,500 to $3,500. But this is an opportunity for us as members and our guests and anybody else who'd like to join it for $492 in 2 invoices, or if you look at this, $98 per day. So the Madison Hotel and lunch is provided. And I just think it's a great course. It's equivalent to the certificate for in bookkeeping, but it's small business management. And as I said, I've got handouts there, and if you'd like to talk to Jane Campbell, they're not officially sponsors yet, but they will be next month. So it does start soon, so if you are interested, get on board quickly. And then she's done that. It starts on the 6th of June, so make sure you get in if you're really interested. Did I explain that too quickly?
So does it matter if you have previous qualifications or there's no criteria?
No, this is a really amazing program. You don't have to have, you can be a certified, you can be an accountant or whatever. You can be whatever qualification you have, you can still do this program. And still, it'll only cost you $98 per training day. There's 10 modules and there's 1 training day in June, nothing in July, then there's 1 in August, 2 in September, 2 in October, 2 in November and 2 in December. That's it. 10. Yes. That will be a great question to ask Jan. Give her a ring on that form there. I think it's a good opportunity anyway. We will have this, we're going to send this out in an email for you all as well. Had to go quick because we're running out of time. It's in our newsletter. Yes. All right. Now, I would like to then quickly go through, done that. So, this is what we're all here for, computer packages. Our first guest speaker, Fiona and Chris, come on up, come on down. They're both excellent bookkeepers with a wealth of information. They are going to share the QuickBook products and what it can do for us. It's Chris can't wait. I think you'll find
You can have it, Julie. That's true.
Watch out, Tracy. She's still
all right, ladies, all right.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Fiona, and this is my good friend Chris. We're both
both been bookkeepers all our lives. And we love it. Like, it's what we're passionate about. And we became really good friends when we both joined a bookkeeping franchise business in 2004. So it's getting on a bit now. But part of being with the franchise, it was compulsory to learn both MYB and QuickBooks. And we had to become professional partners. So one of the questions Sue put forward was about being a professional partner. So we just maintained our partnership because we had to start with. But I've got to say, we both love QuickBooks and we both love MYB. And we're really excited about Xero, and we just like any software, from both having come from a background of doing manual accounts, and I just think the value for money after our first accounting program I used was Attaché, and I think at the time it was $12,000.
Yeah.
And when I first started using MYB, I went, at all. And I still think they're incredibly cheap for what they do. They're incredibly powerful programs, and I just have written a few notes what we tried to, because we're doing the talk on QuickBooks, what we thought QuickBooks does that perhaps the others don't do. So basically, when you become a professional partner, it costs you $600 a year, or you can pay it off monthly at $55. And that means they give you all their QuickBooks programs for your own use within your business. And it's a little bit different to MYB. MYB, when you... MYB, when you set up a data file, it gets a unique number that you have to confirm and what have you. QuickBooks is done on your license, so pardon? Yeah. So I can put it, if I've got an office and I've got 5 computers, I can put it on all 5 computers at home, and you can have as many data files as you like. It's not limited to any data files at all. And plus, with the new online program, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. I've been using it for a few clients, and it's so affordable. I think it's incredibly cheap. It's per license. So I've got a client at the moment who has an office in Warners Bay and has an office in Maitland, and he's paying $610 a year. And I can now do the bookkeeping for him from my home. He's got his office girl in Warners Bay doing her bookkeeping, the one in Maitland doing her bookkeeping, the accountant can log in whenever he likes. It's just truly an amazing program. And it's just like the desktop version, so anyone who's familiar with QuickBooks, to use QuickBooks online is just like using the desktop version, only that you can use it from anywhere you've got internet access. I think it's incredibly cheap for that price. So, special features. Chris and I got together, and some of the things we really like about QuickBooks is there's no end-of-year rollover for either financial or payroll. Now that mightn't sound too exciting, but to us bookkeepers, I think it's pretty exciting that you don't have to stress about rolling a file. It just keeps going and going and going. And even payroll, it's a very good feature. Recently, QuickM introduced ReckonGov Connect, so when you're doing your BAS, you get into your BAS on your QuickBooks file and you can actually lodge it directly through from your data file to ReckonGov reports at the click of a button. You don't have to go outside your program to go to your portal. It takes you straight from the QuickBooks file across, which I think is really clever. As long as you've got a nice key. As long as you've got a nice key. Some little special features we thought. If you want to inactivate a customer card or a supplier card or an account, they won't appear in your lists, which in MYB, not rubbish in MYB, but they just won't go away. like you inactivate them, but when you go and look at your list, they're still sitting there. But these totally disappear. You can choose to see inactivated ones, but I think that's really nice. You can run, reports are incredible. You can run both on cash or accrual. You can run a balance sheet on a cash basis. So if you've got clients on a cash base and you've done all your end of quarter checking or end of month checking, and you want to just check that the GST collected and paid are back to zero, click of a button, you're in your cash balance sheet and you know whether you're right or wrong, because it should be zero. If it's not, you go looking. It's support. One of the lovely features of payroll, you can unlock a pay.
Yes.
You might say, why would you want to unlock a pay? But there's lots of moments, honestly, where I've had to do it. And one was a client who he'd set up his own salary sacrifice, and he rang me and said, I don't know if it's right. And I looked and no, it wasn't. But it was so easy to fix. Click through, few payrolls, edit, unlock, fixed, relock, all done. And that last minute, you've just finished the payroll, ready to send, someone rings up, oh, I did 2 hours overtime. Yeah, I'd like it today. And you can just unlock it, you don't have to delete it, redo it, you just unlock it, fix it up, and it's done. You didn't look at that one, that was your little specialty.
I have a bank reconciliation discrepancy report. So if you go in and someone's deleted a bank rec, it doesn't reconcile, you can go into reports and it'll show you the date it was entered, the date it was deleted or modified, and you can actually filter it to find out who did it.
The reports are incredible. You can fill a report to make it look whatever you want it to look. One of my little favourite ones is I've got my diary of my jobs, and I think, I've done all my invoicing, so I just go into my sales report and I can filter it by day, and then it comes up each day, and I can say, oh yeah, I've made sure I've invoiced all my clients. It's just at a click of a button. I can check that I haven't missed invoicing anyone. I can do that for weeks, months, years. It's really, really incredible reporting. Comparative reporting. If anyone hasn't ever looked at QuickBooks, when you're opening a window, so say you've gone into do a sales invoice, and then you've gone in to do a supply bill, and then you've gone into your bank rec, then you might have gone into your debtors ledger. Every time you open a window, you can have down your side column, you can see what's open. So you just can click back. You don't have to keep reopening. You can see at a glance where you've been. So sometimes in MYB, if you open your balance sheet and you want to go back and check something, it closes the balance sheet, it doesn't keep it open. Where QuickBooks, it keeps it open on the side, so you can just click, 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 click. It's really, really good.
You can always have the training as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I really don't know.
Yeah.
Can you open more than 2 files again? You still can't do that. Is it coming? No. I don't know.
No. The chart of accounts. You can either set it up with just names only, or you can set it up with names and numbers, however you want to do it. Some accountants have their own numbering for their own accounts, and you can just number them as per the accountant's numbers if you choose to, which can be handy. But what we like about it, if you've added extra expense accounts in along the way, you just go in, resort the list, and it will resort them alphabetically just like that at a click. So it keeps it really nice and tidy when you want to print your profit and loss report. Your homepage icons, if you have a look at a standard setup there, they have all the icons on there, but you might have a customer who doesn't use half the icons that are on the screen, and it looks a bit overwhelming when you're looking at all these. Might be estimates for purchases and sales. So you can tailor-make it to suit your business. You say, okay, well, we don't use estimates, turn them off. We don't use sales orders, turn them off. We don't use, what else? Inventory, turn it off. So you can just get that main screen with just the icons on that the customer uses, just to keep it as simple as possible. The support is amazing. It's just, you ring up and they don't brush you off. They're so kind, they're so patient, and they work unbelievably long hours. I run on a Saturday and they're there. They are really good support. Couldn't fault them. It's on the table. I won't go through everything, but I did quickly print out a little bit about the cash book online. It's really just a very small program, probably for people who don't track debtors and creditors, but it's a pretty powerful little program and it's quite cheap. It's $198 per annum recommended retail price. But it does all the auto coding and what have you, and I'd probably, for myself, because as a professional partner I get that for free, I was thinking I'm about to go and see my superannuation man and he's going to say to me, where'd your money go this year? And I'm going to go, well, we went to England again. And he likes to know where we've spent our money, and I can quickly go into Cashbook Online, do 12 months worth of auto posting, coding, and I think at a guess I probably might take a couple of hours, but I'll do 12 months worth of our own personal finances to catch up. But for very small businesses, it's quite a powerful program. It will do all your GST reporting, everything else. It just doesn't track debtors and creditors. I've printed out what it means to be a Reckon professional partner and all the benefits that you get. You get to use Reckon Online with 3 licenses, the Cashbook Online, all the QuickBooks programs. You've got the Accountants Edition, Reckon Payroll Premier, Point of Sale. They're all available for you to use within your own businesses. QuickBooks is the American, and Reckon is the Australian. Yeah. They're under a license with America, but they are about to become independent in a couple of years' time. They've already done the arranging them, so we've got done it, yes. I printed out a professional partner price list just to show what the recommended retail prices are and what you can buy for and the margins that you make by on selling the software to customers. And right at the end, it's a bit of an old one, but I thought it was a little good easy chart on what the different programs are. The Easy Start Accounting plus Pro Premier, it just gives a brief overview of what sort of customers might find those programs useful. That's it.
Debbie Lord, MYB Wiz, and she said that it's going to quick as she go drive all the way to Nelson Bay.
So I'm going to talk really, really quick.
I love MYB, but I'm sadly moving away.
Just talk about 20 other or something like that.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. So, hi everyone. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Deb Lord, and I've been an MYB certified consultant for about the past 7 years. I am just so excited now that bookkeepers have so much choice. When I started 7 years ago, I thought, what am I going to do that's going to make me stand out from Joe Blow? I wanted to be a little bit different, and I felt like I wanted to have somebody say to me, yes, you're good at that, and I really want you. I'm going to stick a label on you and say, you're a certified consultant. I approve you. And that's the reason that I went with MYB. I always loved the program. So I went into being a certified consultant, and I've had certainly some fantastic experience, met some fantastic people over the years. I also do some other programs as well. The fact is, at the moment in the market, the survey at one of the other bookkeeping meetings that I went to recently said 64% of bookkeepers still use MYOB for their clients. I'm sure that we'll be sitting here next year and that'll change, but how dramatically that'll change, we don't really know. So I just wanted to talk to you about the benefits of being a certified consultant or an MYOB bookkeeper, because it's a choice, and it's one choice you can make. So whether it be QuickBooks or Xero or whatever you chose, I think it's really good to specialise, because I know I feel really great when I go to a client and I really know what I'm talking about, because I really know the product. I hate looking stupid, so when I go to a client, they can talk about multi-currency, they can talk about inventory, they can talk about anything to do with MYOB, and I know it backwards, and I'm really happy about that. So what does it cost me and what do I get? So it costs a certified consultant. You have to demonstrate that you're a very capable at installation and operating the MYOB products. That includes Macs as well. It costs you to do the exams, etc., and then it costs you $124 a month. So it's quite a big commitment, and when I joined, it was sort of like limited. I think I've got like 100 files that I can have, but if you join today as a certified consultant, you can have 20 company files. So then MYOB introduced the MYOB bookkeeper. So instead of paying $124 a month, it's only $54 a month, and you get 20 files. So the difference is only really that as an MYOB certified consultant, you get to use the logo, you get to stick it on your thing and say, I'm a consultant. But the bookkeeper these days it's $54 a month, you get the 20 files, you get access to, you're a reseller, so every time you sell a product, you get 20% commission, you get $4,000 worth of free software, you get access to the community forum, and you get the whole range of products, right from the AccountWrite Basics to the AccountWrite Premium. So for anybody who's not a member of any one of the bookkeeping software institutions, it's just I think it's a no-brainer. And the way you do it is, certainly in my practice, I use it as a marketing tool, because particularly a small business, like I come from a coastal town, I have a lot of small businesses, and I say to them, you don't have to buy the software. The software is like $900, but you don't actually have to buy it. I use my software, I do all the work for you, and I'll charge you $100 a week. So I have several clients who I charge $100 a week. That means I've got my bread and butter coming in every week. So for that, it's very important to stress to them that they own the data file, because they've paid for the work that you've done. So it's my software. If for any reasons they want to part ways with me, you just give them they pay you up to remove your serial number and give them the data file. So I think, an MYOB bookkeeper, considering that there's 64% of the market still out there, it's still really well worth doing. So, what else can I say about that? There's a couple of things, like the fact that MYOB do have software for Macs. I've got several Mac clients, and I really like Macs, and there's a big future in there. MYOB have just put the new technology in that you can invoice on your iPad. Having said that, you do have to come back and synchronise with your Mac at the end of the day, but they're working towards people being out on the field. And it appears that they've done a lot of surveys, and it's really for where people don't 100% trust online software. That's where they're going to come into their versions where they'll be in the cloud and on the desktop. So as soon as something happens and goes wrong in the cloud, it still remains on your desktop. Not that I have a problem with online software, but it's another option, and that's what's so great about it. There's so many options for your clients. So if I was a brand new bookkeeper today, and even in my practice now, I'm going to choose to specialise in maybe 2 areas. And then your third area, which we didn't have before, is you just say, I'm a VAS agent. That's the fantastic part about it. You've already got your credibility, you've got your qualifications, you're approved by the ATO, you're under scrutiny, so you don't even really need to be a specialist in any area. You can just be a VAS agent and just have a general broad knowledge. But, so it's just fantastic choices. Having said that, we're not going to talk about the 2011 version because I'm not using it and I don't have the time and I don't have the energy, and I think they've made a lot of mistakes. And I think the fact that they've now said, they've basically said to the public and said to their certified consultants, oh, well, we're going to release a tax table for 19.6. I don't know if everybody knows that, because they've realised nobody's using 2011. And all of these fantastic features that are available in QuickBooks is a lot to do with the SQL database. I'm not a technical person, but an SQL database is very powerful, and that's why you can do a lot of things that you can do in QuickBooks. And I seem to recall about 2007 and 8, QuickBooks made the move, the exact same move that MYOB are doing today. QuickBooks made it years ago, and look at their software today. I'm actually really amazed that QuickBooks doesn't have a bigger share of the market, because, yeah, I really am, because they sort of led the way, and MYOB are now following on. So, but yeah, there's just so many fantastic, opportunities. I still love MYOB, and but as I said, as a smart business person, I'm going to look to offer my clients. I can say, this is what I can offer in this field, and this is what I could offer in this field, because there's no way that I want my client coming up to me and saying, have you seen this other product? It's fantastic. I want to know about every product. I want to have it available if I think it's right for me.
Very good.
Thank you.
Oh, I just thought that the professional partner, the bookkeeper, only had 5 files allowed now, not 20.
Well, my account manager told me this morning 20.
Wow, isn't that new? Isn't it a new thing? Like it's coming
They've
in, but
changed
it's only 5?
He told me today.
Oh,
He told me
okay.
today.
It could be that it was
Yeah.
then you get the 2011, it's 5 files.
Oh, okay, thanks. But I did get the information today, so, or yesterday, yeah. That's great. Thank you.
Anyway, okay, so our third speaker, I actually found this lovely lady on LinkedIn. Her name's Jodie Coleman from Cloud Accounting Solutions. And she's actually got a product which I've never actually heard of. And I'm so happy you're here, Jodie. Thank you. It's actually called Sisu, so please make her welcome.
Hi, I'm Joe Coleman actually.
Sorry.
We have a company called Cloud Account Solutions, and what we are is a cloud-based bookkeeping and accounting company. Our office is based at Terrigal on the beach, and we've got all the girls in there. We don't travel to clients. If they want to see us, they come and see us. We just had a Diwali from Melbourne come up and see us. We are very interactive with our clients. We use everything from a cloud level. So we will chat with our clients probably more often than most people who go bookkeeping out to a client and see them once a week or once a fortnight or whatever it is. We use Skype, so they see us in person. They know all our faces. As Sue would know, I'm kind of a bit of a Twitter hog. So that's right. Facebook. But it's good. It works. The world has changed dramatically. Now I'm MYOB certified, QuickBooks certified, Xero certified, and SASU certified as well. So we not only do the bookkeeping and outsource solution for a lot of companies, we also have a main focus where we do data migrations. So what we do is we pull every little bit out of MYOB, have a look at it, see what kind of mess it's in, what we can do to improve it, and then put it into the cloud. So a lot of people want to move to cloud-based solutions for many reasons. It's many reasons, but they want to still have the integrity of their old information. the reason why people want to move to cloud solutions is because they want to see their information in a better format. They want more portability, they want more access, they want, you know, to be able to access it while they're on holidays in Hong Kong. You know, they want to be able to do all that. But they don't want to look at their old QuickBooks stuff in the same format because it has extra tagging, additional reporting, all these actual add-ons you can add in. So what we do is tweak the information a bit, pull it over, balance it. So the biggest one we've done is 10 years for a company out at, 10 years is for North Care, the North Shore hospitals, what do you call it? Where they raise the money for the North Shore Hospital for the intensive care unit, but they wanted to bring over their history because they like to keep the history of all the people who've donated to the cause over the years. It allows you to attach documents. So we're basically a paperless office that the tax office now recognises scanned documents as being valid documents. There's an amazing, there's two programs, one's called Shoebox.
Yeah.
When my clients, they get their envelope every week, the envelope goes to Shoebox, it is scanned in, it comes in as an automatic file, I sync it to their SASU file, it dumps in, they not only have their invoice entered, they have a copy of it there as well. So they can see everything. You know, we don't do manual data entry, we have bank feeds. So Xero has bank feeds too. I did do Xero as well. It has bank feeds, so you know, every day when you come in, the transactions from your bank account to your bank the day before have already come through. You can do categorising like in Xero, where you do auto. I don't like either product's auto categorising because it leaves contacts off. And I think people always like to be able to search by contacts, so it's, you know, an extra second. To do it is tied in by an ABN, so each ABN has to have its own file. Once an ABN has its file, you can have unlimited users, so you can have 100 people accessing that file, which is quite handy because I don't know how many times I've had to upload my files because they need an extra license because they've got a new person on the thing and all of a sudden they've got to wait to say, you know, Joe, get off that computer, I need to look at this. Or the manager said, like, you know, I've been waiting 2 days to look at a P&L because I can't get to a license. So it's based off that. It starts at $9 a month for the basic, what is QuickBooks Cash Flow Online. Which is equivalent, but you do get the bank feed with it as well, and it comes through and you do the categorising, that type of thing. Packages then go to $20, which is just small business, $35, which includes inventory and payroll, and then $69, which is the full kit and caboodle, multi-currency, 20 bank feeds, credit card fees. It's the only accounting system that links in with PayPal. I would imagine most of you have had to.
Xero
Does it? But it links in, but it doesn't do the automatic deduction of the charges. Xero does, but when it comes to the fee. I must have changed that because I'm not there. So it does do the PayPal. What we also do is we do a lot of things where we automate companies. So they'll have eBay stores or e-commerce websites or there's so many different platforms now that people are using for sales or for information like Salesforce, it's an online CRM system where people can track sales. Harvest, has anyone heard of Harvest? It's where you do billing, where you can allot it by hours. So a lot of what we're doing now is a drafting company over in Perth. And so each of their employees would say how many hours they've spent on a job, and then depending on the hours they put in, that's how the invoice gets issued out. So it works that way. And then it syncs through this amazing product. So it's because so many people have their own, they've gone and looked and found what they found is best for their businesses. You know, Connect the Field, Workflow Max, Harvest, all those type of things, which are sales, either websites or sales-related programs, lead generations, that type of thing. And they want to be able, they don't have to go and then do the second lot of work and then put it on their accounting system. So a lot of it can now sync in, so it's automatic. So we do a lot of eBay stores because they're probably the easiest because it links automatically with eBay. So, you know, as long as they have their, sorry, I live in a virtual world and I have to sense what I'm saying. People use warehousing like Exalt nowadays. So all they have to do is make sure that they have their product in Exalt. The rest they can fully automate. So they receive an order on their website, order gets processed, gets paid through the payment gateway, the payment and goes straight through to their SASU, it's reconciled, comes through with a payment attached. They get an email out to the warehouse, goods are dispatched. So they virtually can run their whole business without doing anything, which is what most people are trying to aim for. As long as they make sure they've got the stock there, monitor it, that's what a lot of people want to do. Funnily enough, we probably only do about 20 odd clients on the Central Coast. The rest of our clients are Australia-wide. We also do Hong Kong, USA, China, New Zealand. Who have I missed? Oh, and just recently Germany. The German one's got me a bit stumped because I had a bit of trouble deciphering bank statements because the fees come through in German. Here I am, I put my hand up, we can do anything, we do, anything. And then when the fees start coming through, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's this? So most of it we're getting our head around, they're really, really great, but it's because we've automated their websites as well. But it's just one of those things that you just, I can do this. And I thought, luckily, with the China one, it goes through Hong Kong, and they have the feed come through in Chinese and in English, which was a lifesaver for me, because after this German experience, I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do if it comes through in Chinese? There's no way I can find any way I'm going to translate that. But we do, I think we've nearly, we've nearly every accounting system known to mankind. QuickBooks, Navision, Arrow, Sybase, SAP, you name it, we've probably, NetSuite, NetSuite's an upgrade on my product too. We've done it all, and what we do is, with that background, is we take it to the online platform. So we will use things, obviously SASU is my preferred product. I find Xero too many add-ons to get it going. The payroll is not the payroll. Yeah, and it's not working. I've had so many pictures already. No, it's not. It's got main problems. Yeah, I've seen this. It's very glitchy. It's the payroll system in SASU. It has to be one of the easiest, smoothest payroll systems I've ever seen. It also has time sheeting as well. It is very easy to use. I must say, I did see one that's been set up very, very badly, which as you would know, any accounting system can be set up with. Which all it is, where they put overtime as being W2 instead of W1, and so all of a sudden their BAS report says all their overtime is PAYG. And they're like, sending a report, and it's like, well, we owe 17 grand in PAYG, what the hell did we do? I'm like, these things happen on any system. SASU has a great inventory system. It has attributes that you can do warehousing as well. You have your items. You can have many levels of attributes, up to 3 levels of attributes. So, for example, we do. We've done some of them now. You want to buy a short from a company, and that short may come in 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, blue, black, red, white. Instead of having to have 50 inventory items to come, so you have one. You have the short. The first attribute is it's black, the second is that it's 12. And then your inventory lists are brought down dramatically because you don't have to have the multitude of products that most companies you have to do.
So SASU is in the cloud.
SASU is cloud-based. SASU and Xero and NetSuite are all cloud-based, true cloud-based products.
Can you use barcoding with it?
You can use barcoding with SASU. It works very neatly. I'm a bad smoker, so I know it's a mortal sin, but I actually practiced barcoding on my cigarette packet. I was like, I'm excited. It works.
So what's this POS like?
It's POS. I like its POS. Its POS is probably one of the best POSs I've seen. Ideal POS is also another great POS. We work with a lot of POS systems. So Ideal POS, I would say SASU POS and Ideal POS are the 2 best POS that I've worked with. Both integrate with SASU. The SASU POS system is a lot cheaper and it's a lot basic, whereas Ideal POS is completely to a different level.
What's the reaction of the accountants with SASU and Xero coming on board? Because I know Xero's a new product, I know SASU's a newer product.
The thing is, I've actually had this conversation, because And it's funny, I think the world is really changing, and I've seen it myself, like, I've gone from being my QuickBooks and the rest, and, went through the zero phase and moved on. It's more, I remember 3 years ago, and I had like 5 cloud accounts, 4 with Xero, 1 with Sasu, and it's slowly growing. Today, the girls in our office, we have over 300 Sasu clients. We do everything from the office. It's grown exponentially to the point that we don't even know how to cope with the workload. I've got another 2 girls a month ago. And the volume of phone calls that are coming through, because more and more people, they realise that there's more out there. It's in your face, and at Xero, they advertise really, really well. So people are getting to know the product, and once they look for it, then they go look and see what else is there. People now have access to the internet. They will now compare products, whether it is a pair of shoes or a shirt or an accounting program.
Yeah.
People research more, so they're less likely to go, oh, Joe, I need help with my accounts. What do you advise? They will go, Joe, I've looked at this accounting package and I think this is what I want to go with. And I think you would all probably find that you'll start to see that happening now. They'll have their preferences.
Can I just ask you, so you're saying you've got clients from overseas, are they just coming from the website?
I'm a Twitter person, so follow me on Twitter is one. And it started through there, and I am featured in my LinkedIn. And I'm kind of like, what we do, we're probably the only ones in Australia who do the whole migration process from accounting pack, Mive and that there. Whereas there are a lot of people who do Xero, Sasu, but there's not many people who do the extra bit in between, which is what we do. So it's probably got a bit of reputation for it. We were Sasu Implementation Partner for the Year, but of course I think they're the only ones, so they can't really go to Sasu's been around 10 years, it's been here longer than Xero. They don't promote the product, and I do not understand why. It is fantastic, they just don't promote it. It is an Australian company.
What's the support like now? Because they actually phoned up and they were coming out to see us and doing everything, and they never followed it up, whereas Xero did.
Was it Sasu or Eclipse?
That was Eclipse.
See, Eclipse is a New Zealand company, and they were tried to partner with Sasu for a while.
Okay.
And they were doing all the accounting side of things. And I think they had a bit of a... Mark's the owner of Sasu is a very strong believer in many, many things, and he's very set in his ways, the way he sees things.
So how do you support them?
If you ring the help desk, it's not like Xero where you got to send an email and wait for a response. You can ring and get the instant support, the same as you can with QuickBooks. And even if you're a customer, you can do that. QuickBooks isn't an online, QuickBooks Online is not an online product, it's a remote server product. You just remote into their computer and you work away. I've had instances where, I did one guy who really used it, he went back to the desktop one, which was, dear old, it just won't do anything else but QuickBooks. He's my only QuickBook client that we have. He's a sweetheart. But I love him. He tells dirty jokes every Wednesday. My girls, we just go there for his dirty jokes. He's a funny guy. But with the online version, if you try to access it on fast days and end of months, you usually can't get on. I've had a period where I've had horrendous times where I've tried to do payroll on the end of the month, and it's just been so slow. The timeouts.
The other thing is that the difference for those that are not cloud orientated is that you actually have to download something onto your computer. You can't actually walk in to an Apple shop and do your payroll at an Apple thing, which I have done, I hasten to add, and do your payroll in an Apple shop if you're on QuickBooks. QuickBooks is you have to actually it's not a true.
No, it's not.
You
It's not
have
true.
to download something into the system first to allow it to.
And all it actually is,
but it's
if you guys,
Yeah.
but if you look at it, it's not actually an online product. Yeah, it's not actually an online product. It's just you're remoting into the computer. I don't know. You probably would have remoted into other computers. Yeah, it's the same process. My 2011, I think, is probably. I think they made a big mistake, aren't they? Because I don't mind Maya. I don't mind any accounting program because you know what, I've done my whole life. I mean, I like the cloud and where that's going, but I think they've really, I'd seen their presentation last week, and I think they've really missed the point about the whole hosting and cloud thing, and they're just, you know...
What presentation was that last week?
Last Friday, Parramatta.
Okay. I was on the beta team for 2012 trial.
Oh, right.
There was about, I'm a member of the partner advisory group with MYB, and I was on the beta testing, and we've logged in, and it was amazing. I've got to admit, my home modems died, so I'm working off little wireless. I didn't have as good response, but Rob in WA, Amanda in South Australia, the girls in Sydney, the girls in Bathurst, the girls in Melbourne, there was another guy somewhere in Victoria. It was amazing. There was 8 of us or 9 of us on this file, and the girls were going, and the guys going, this is so quick, this is so good, this is so amazing. And they were doing bank entries, they were doing invoicing, they were doing purchasing, they were everything.
You're going to pay it. You're going to join up with bank link to get your bank feeds with Xero and I both. Saturday both include the bank feeds. That was my
It's
understanding.
going to be.
And you're going to pay
when it
for
goes
license.
when it goes in the cloud, you'll get one license.
Yeah. And
Yeah, one file basically.
One file,
data
yeah.
And it was
And
really,
then
it was actually amazing. Like, it was really quick. It was really good, but we're still a trial node. We are getting there with it all. So
I think the thing is too, and this is why, my the both cloud pilots, like with Xero and Sesu, they are both ever evolving. They change, they add on. I mean, I really haven't seen much change in my QuickBooks.
well, that's going to be the same with MYB. You're going to have these service packs all the time when they get to 2012.
It's
all exciting. You get the little things every couple of weeks.
They're very different systems.
Yeah, they are for different people.
And we did all McDonald's for Queensland use Sesu. We do the Zambero Mexican restaurant chains, blow dry bars. We're just moving Hooks But Cafe. We're about to do Portos. It works perfect for the franchise group. Why? Because head office can log in and they can do enterprise reporting. They can go do a report and see how all the stores are tracking. They can do it on
job costing or
they can do it on cost. McDonald's is a bit of a pain in the butt because we have to do bring their inventory in as lettuce, tomato, pickles, sesame seed buns, everything like that, because they cost on everything, like down to the nth degree. And the Zamberos do that too, with their tacos and everything else. But it gives them, they say, this is the ledger, and this is the ledger that all the franchisees will have, and they have to stick to it. They don't have to do this chasing with the reports or my book has been in or the accounts are behind. It is forced, it is done automatically. So all the stores, and it automates sales and purchases. So on the first of every month, the sales from head office, like the royalties and marketing fees, goes out to, it's 35 Zambero restaurants. Those 35 Zambero restaurants automatically have their purchase stuck in. So it's like it automates a lot of those processes. They can't say, I haven't received my royalty invoice this month. No, where is it? They can't do that, and
so
it
this is
streams
all
on
to
it.
do.
Yeah, we do a lot of franchises. I think it's just a niche that we do too. But we do Card Pro in China. He makes every plastic card for every video easy. They'll be the plastic cards here for every bank. And he was the same thing. Like he tried several products, and he needed to be able to track his inventory because each club had a different requirement depending on what colours they used, or if they had a magnetic stripe, or if it had a whatever. No, I'll stop. I'll talk forever. Sorry.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What about security?
See, this is the difference. And I would say this with Xero and Sesu, they're both 10 times more secure than normal QuickBooks. They're SL certified, they have more security, they're backed up in more servers. I'll give you a recent instruction thing with the floods in Queensland. How many people, you would see in the tax office, you now have an extra 3 years to lodge a file. Now you tell me how those people are ever going to get the information back. If their Maya was frazzled, their QuickBooks, their computer was frazzled, their receipts were waterlogged, they've got no chance of ever remembering what they did the last 2 years. Now, I was there, we do the top country group up in Roma, who were affected quite badly. They ring in and said, we still need to pay the girls. So it's, sure, it's the base for the girls, for the staff, because they didn't have to have a computer in their office. They could just go the next day, get their laptop and go, continue business as normal. Because, and the payrolls are done. Yes, that makes it, it's the same security as when you log into your bank. And it does have the bank feed, so they do need to have that security. So every time you log in, your bank feed comes through. I'm sorry.